All right, guys, today we are going to go over creating a Facebook ad. This is probably more for my assistants, or if you're in your own Facebook, you can see what that looks like too. But the first thing is you need to be in your business page. So you have your personal page and your business page, or excuse me, you need to have a business page. That's where your ad should be coming out of. This little drop down button right here is going to open up your different files, and then you're going to go on down here to manage ads. That's the group that's going to get you into your ad space. My particular ad space is funky for whatever reason, so this is like the only one from this account. At least this is how I get to it. Maybe if I went to this one, it'd do a little different, but I always click here. It brings me into the main ads account, and then from there I need to switch over to my business page ads account as opposed to my personal page ads account. And I can do that right here in this little drop down menu. All right, this happens to be my business page ads account. That's where I run all my ads through. So once we go into there, ads in general are set up in multiple different steps, I guess. You have a campaign, which is kind of like what the main gist of your whole advertisement is supposed to. That's what your advertisement is supposed to accomplish. So if you were to create a new campaign, it would give you all of these options of what your ad is supposed to accomplish. I personally have already set that up, and this is the campaign that I use for all of my ads. So if you're an assistant helping me out, we're always going to go through the team RM82 traffic listing marketing, and we're always going to use that campaign unless I tell you different. And once you click on that campaign, it's going to bring you, you'll see it switches tabs right here. So it switched from the campaigns tab over to the ad sets tab. What ad sets is that pretty much, so campaign is what you want to accomplish with your ad. So Facebook says, what are you trying to accomplish with this ad? Are you trying to get somebody to buy something? You're trying to get somebody to come to your website? You're trying to just have them click a button? What are you trying to get them to accomplish? So I already have that set up. Um, and that's why I have people, or excuse me, that's why I want everyone to use the Team RM82 traffic listing marketing. And then the ad sets, that is basically who you're going to be sending an ad out to. So I have several different ad sets in here because I always use that same campaign, so it kind of catalogs it. Um, this one, for this example, I'm going to go on ahead and so I can create a brand new ad set. And when you create a brand new ad set, you're going to come in here, you're going to name the ad set. So there's the name section right there. What are you going to name it? Right up here, what are you going to name it? Then we're going to scroll on down past all this. We're going to pick our audience. So we're in the Charlotte area. So I might say that I want, I mean, you could even do it like close to a location. So I can say, I want to target Fort Mill, South Carolina. I'm going to click on that. And then I can say, well, I want people within, let's just call it 5 miles of Fort Mill. Or let's say 3 miles of Fort Mill. So now I have, it's not letting me go 3. Maybe it might have a minimum of 10. I don't know why. Oh yeah, it's got a minimum of 10. So a radius of 10. I can look at everyone in this location, people who live in this location, people who have recently visited this location, people traveling in this location. I just click everyone. That's already preset. If I don't want to do it that way, I can actually just move this little thing around. If I wanted to drop a pin, I could drop a pin and say I want that area to be done too. I can go delete spaces. I can say I want to exclude that area or include. You have all of these different little options that it gives you. And then you can, it's going to act funky with you if you start messing with the age because of discrimination and if you start saying men and women. So I usually just leave it how it is for my ads. Then when you're all done, so you don't have to keep doing this, you can go on ahead and click Save This Audience at the bottom of your audience page, and then you're going to name it something, right? So this is going to be Ruvel's test audience for his assistant. We're going to save it. So that's what this is named now. So if you ever wanted to go and change this, you see it right here, there's the name. I can go, so I created a new audience. Well, I have audiences in here that I've created for all of my different marketing pieces. So you can see I did one in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I was doing some ads up there, some Fort Mill construction audience for women only, new construction, women only. All of these different audiences I have here. So that's where you name it. So say we just jumped in this in the beginning and we didn't want to do all that. We could just pick an audience that I already had, but obviously it needs to be relevant. So if you don't know what audience you're choosing, you could go in here and this says Noah's Elkhorn audience. And you could look and see, well, what is Noah's Elkhorn audience? It's the United States, Paradise Point. So it's this zip code 28278. And then it's plus 3 miles. And if you want to edit it, you can go on ahead and edit it, and it'll bring you into that audience as well, and you can see what that actually is. So this audience is the zip code 28278, and it's also this area and a 3 mile radius of that area. It's at age 27 to 50, and it's all genders. So that's what that. So you're looking, you're going, okay, yeah, that fits what I need. Well, then just use Noah's Elkhorn audience. You can do that. And so remember, ad sets is who you're sending your ad to, and it also is how much you're spending on your ad and how long you're going to have your ad run for. So that's where we're going to get into our budget. I always do $10 a week. So I'm going to go on here and change this to $10. And you also, this is very important, this says daily budget. So if you don't change this and put an end on it, you're going to spend a heck of a lot of money. So spend $10 a day, and it's going to run forever, until you come in here and find out that you spent a couple $100 sending out ads, and you didn't mean to. So we want a lifetime budget. See how this jumped up on us? $350? No, we want $10. It's going to give me an air sign because it wants you to spend at least $1 a day. So this is set up for 30-day span. So today is June 11th, 2019. I only want to run it for a week. I run my lifetime budget, $10 total for 1 week. So it's starting on June 11th. I need to make sure I'm back in the month of June, and I'm going to go until June 18th. So that's my change. Lifetime budget, $10, June 11th to June 18th. You see that error message went away because it's now within the $1 per day range because I'm doing $10 for 7 days. That's it. You have set your schedule, or excuse me, your ad set. So now Facebook is saying, what do you want to accomplish? I already said what I wanted to accomplish because I had it set up in my campaign, which my campaign is just running traffic. That's what I want. I want traffic to my website. That's the campaign I chose, and it gave me that option. Then my ad set. Who is it going to? How much am I spending? And how often is it going out? And how long is it going to run for? Now is the actual ad you're creating. So if you were to, let me see, is this going to let me out of here? It's going to close and save. These are the tab feature that I wanted to have you see. So I didn't rename my ad set, so I need to go on ahead and edit this because you want these all named properly because you can second. You want these named properly so that you can go back in and check it. So this is Ruvel's. Let's call it Ruvel's test ad set for assistance. So that's my ad set name. I just named it that. So you want to make sure they're all named so you can follow them. Like I said, now the next step is I have to actually create an ad. So what do I want it to say? So if I click on that, which I just did, you see these tabs are going to jump. It went from campaigns. Once I pick what campaign I wanted, it flipped over to ad set. Now I'm going to tell what ad set I want it to follow, and now it's going to be my actual ad. So now I need to create an ad. Um, it already has one started for me because I jumped back out of it. This is where you're going to go in here and you're going to create your ad. So once again, you're going to want to name it something. So it's going to be Ravel's test ad. And then to create your ad, you're going to have to advertise something. Let me see. Yes, this is going to say for Instagram, what Instagram do I want it to go to? I want it to go to my business Instagram. That's selected. You can add images to your ad. You can add URL right here. Right here, the URL to your ad. This is what I typically do. So I'm going to go on ahead and I'm going to run into listings to leads. I got an open house coming up here. So I'm going to show you guys what that's going to look like. Open house, or excuse me, listings to leads. When you log into your listings to leads, if you have your listings already set up, or you can steal someone's listings. If you want to steal mine, steal mine. We're going to go on into Hyde Park. This is the one where the open house is coming up on. And so we want tools, and we want this little guy right here. So this is the ad that I want to generate marketing for me. So just so again, I went into listings to leads. I clicked my listing. I went into tools. And the very first one up here is the one I want. See how it's got that ticker down there? I really like that. So I'm going to go on over to here. Oh, we can click view so you can see what it looks like when someone clicks on it. So when someone clicks on my ad, this is what it's going to look like. If they want more info, they have to click that button. And then it's going to come through as a lead. So that's what we're trying to do. Head on back into um, Facebook ads, and we're going to paste that URL in there. And then it's going to pull up, you see that lead? That's what happens when it comes in, the lead comes in for you. And then this is what it's going to look like. That's what we want it to be. Then you can change the displays and the remarks around like that, or you can change the picture. So let's change the picture on this one because this is kind of generic. This is the only thing I don't really like about listings to leads is they just kind of have this generic deal here. So I'm going to go on ahead and I can override that if I go into select an image. So I can go into select an image and I can change that picture if I want to. So I'm going to upload an image. I'm going to go on ahead and go into my 2019 listings, Hyde Park photos, MLS photos. Let's see. I want this photo because to me it just looks a little bit better. So it's going to upload this. When it uploads onto here, I'm going to click on it and add it. Really sorry about the slow connection here. There's that picture. I'm going to hit continue. And now that's going to replace. So that's my new picture. So, you know, I've had pictures that look a little bit better. You can play with this too. You know, people that get really detailed into this, they play around with these front pictures and kind of what they say, and then they try and figure out what's causing people to click. Is it a picture of the kitchen? So if you do a picture of the outside and then you look at it after a week and see, you know, it's going to impressions tell you how many people it's gone to. So it's gone to all these people, but it's gone to 1,500 people and 2 clicked it. Well, you probably need a new picture. You know, if it's going to 1,500 people and 100 people clicked it, you probably want to stay with that picture, and it's going to show you all that traffic that you're getting to. Um, Search all properties. That's so right here is where this is your actual display link. You can make it say something. So I think this is the one instead of learn more. Let's see. As you play around with these, it's going to change your thumbnail piece over here, so you can see what you're changing. I'm not exactly sure what this is changing. Oh, I don't want, excuse me, I don't want the display URL link. You can't mess with the link unless it actually links back to the other one. Um, so when that comes back up again, I think that might be this piece right here, searchallproperties.com. Unless it actually goes back to it, you can't. So you can change the headline, which would, let's see where that would go. So there you go. There's the headline right there. That's where that changed. And then the news feed link description, I think, is just under that. What did we say it was Saturday? 1 to 3. And then it's going to change it right down there. So that's how you're going to play around with it. So those are the two spots where you can change headline, news feed link description, and you can change both of those down there. And then, oh, this is the call to action button that you can change. So you can make it say apply now, book now, get offer, get quote, contact us. So we'll change that to contact us. Um, and then you go on ahead and you publish this thing, and that's going to start going out to everybody um, that are in your ad set that you did. If you guys have any questions, go on ahead and shoot me a phone call, text, an email, and I'll try and help you out. Thanks, guys.